Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. I hope you're doing well today. Today we are building a commander deck, a dinosaur commander deck, with two partner commanders this time. Um, for those of you who are new, welcome to Magic Mondays. On Mondays, I build a commander deck of someone's choice, and we build it live. Also, on Mondays, I every now and then will play Magic with some people. So next Monday, um, I will be playing an extra hour early, just so we can play Magic with some friends and stuff like that. So if you're interested in that, send me a message on Discord letting me know that you are willing to jump in and play some Magic. And we'll play on Tabletop Simulator. Um, Although I am still getting used to Tabletop Simulator, so it's going to be a little bit. That's why I want to start an hour early, to get used to the problems that Tabletop Simulator has given me the past time that we played. So I still want to learn it and work on doing all of that. Um, let's see. Um, if you're interested, definitely check out my link tree. I've got it posted in both chats. So if you're wanting to check out any of my other platforms, definitely do so. I've got my Instagram, my X, and all of that stuff in there. So if you're interested in checking all that stuff out, you are more than welcome to do so. Dinosaur. um, Let me go ahead and give you a shout out on here real quick. Hold on. Uh, all right. Shout out. There we go, Caitlin. I gave you a shout out on there. Yes, it is a Dino card. It's from the Jurassic Park set of Magic. Blue and Owen Grady, Raptor Trainer. Oop, I am on the wrong page. Um, but yeah, if you're interested in checking out anything like a merch store, I just added some new items in the store. So if you're interested in checking those out, I've got a new hoodie in there, um, some stickers, and a few other things. So definitely check it out. um, I'm working on more stuff as we speak. Uh, Whenever I get a chance, I'm going to do some more um, with that. Yes, you did hear hoodie. I've got a new hoodie in the merch store right now. Um, and I believe I've got two hoodies out, actually, because I'm not sure if you got the third hoodie that I've got in there. Um, but yeah, definitely check those out. If you're interested in ever donating anything, you are more than welcome to. That all goes straight back to the channel. Right now, I'm raising money to try to get a Steam machine. So whenever I want to play games on Steam with you guys, it won't be so laggy and terrible. I'm also getting ads and stuff popping up from um, ad blockers, which is hilarious that the ad blockers are getting ads. Um, but yeah. Also, if you want me to put it towards something else, put it in your comment whenever you donate, like a new game or something like that. Excuse me, my throat's a little scratchy. Um, Yeah, but definitely put it in the comments, letting me know what you want it to be going toward, and I will let you know that I got it for that. If you're interested in ever buying me any gifts, I've got my Throne account in there with my wish list of items from Amazon. Um, so you're more than welcome to check that out as well. All right, let's see. Excuse me, I just woke up not too long ago, so I'm a little tired. But all right, let's go ahead and get started here. Um, the commanders we're going to be using are partner commanders. This one partners with Owen Grady, Raptor Trainer. Um, for each kind of counter on blue, Loyal Raptor, each other dinosaur you control enters the battlefield with a counter of that kind on it. Um, and Owen Grady says, tap it, put your choice of a menace, trample, reach, or haste counter on target dinosaur. Activate only as a sorcery. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we'll work with the artifacts and lands that we need. Soul Ring, obviously. Lands, let's see here. What are the best lands? Uh, Bark Channel Pathway, Breeding Pool, Cascade Bluffs, the Command Tower, Crag Crown, Pathway, Green Root, Cascade. You got the new hoodie. Thank you. I appreciate that. So you got the one with the new logo on it. Firelit Thicket. Okay. Well, I hope that shows up at a reasonable time. I know it takes quite a while to get there, so I want to get a new one myself, but it's they do cost a lot. Right, forest. Add one more. Um, Gaia's Cradle. All right. Island. Rejuvenating Spring. River Glide Pathway. Uh, River Pyre. Verge. Rockfall. Vale. Shivan Reef. Caps Lock. My bad. No, that's okay. I understand. You just got too excited. Well, not too excited, but got excited that there was a new hoodie. Shivan Reef. Spire Garden. Let's see. Steam vents. Stomping ground. Storm carved toast. I'm saying it at work too. Hey Nixie, how are you? Tyga. Thorn Spire Verge. Good. Did you see your gift? I did. I saved it too. I have not been able to actually sit down and look, but I did see it. I've been kind of busy since I saw it, but I did. I bookmarked it uh, for whenever I get a chance to actually sit down and really look at it. But thank you. Training center. Yeah. Yeah, I did see that. I saw that and I really appreciate that. Thank you. All right, Thorn Spot. Okay, training center, Tropical Island. Pyrite Sanctum. Um Volcanic Island. Gotta go. I'll be like, okay. Be careful. Let me know when you get to work. Willow Rush Verge. Yavimaya Coast. Yavimaya Cradle of Growth. All right, that should be. Oh, mountain. Okay. Did I put Reclusion Forest? I don't think I did. Okay. 33 lands. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 33 lands. All right, then we'll put in what we would normally put in, like the kill spells and stuff like that. So we'll go with Pongify. Rapid hybridization. Um, Worldly Tutor. Counter spell. Cyber conversion. Cyclonic rift. Heroic intervention. Mana drain. Resculpt. Beast within. Disallow. Void Slime. Our normal mana searches, so and also other tutors. So Sylvan tutor, Vandal Blast to get rid of artifacts. Farseek, Nature's Lure. Rampant Growth. Let's see. Cultivate. Odama's Reach. Okay. What else should we put in here? Here. Road of Return. Turn target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Put your commander into your hand from the command zone. Oh, okay, yeah. So for 4 mana, do both. All right. Shared Roots. Search your library for a basic land card. Put it into your onto the battlefield. Tap, then shuffle. Okay. Flare of Cultivation, I believe, is another another way to get mana. You may sacrifice a non-token green creature rather than pay this. Search your library for up to 2 basic lands. Yes, I knew. I figured that one. Reveal those cards, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and the other into your hand. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I knew I was doing something else. Retrieve. All right. Retrieve gets you a card from your graveyard. Return up to 1 target creature card from and up to 1 target non-creature permanent card in your graveyard to your hand and exile it. That's a really good card. Savage Order. Very expensive card. I did not expect that. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sack a creature with power 4 or greater. Search your library for a dinosaur card, creature card, and put it in onto the battlefield. Then shuffle. It gains indestructible until end of your next turn. Okay. Termination. I think that's it. Put 2/1/1 counters on each creature you control. Paradigm. Then exile this spell after you first resolve a spell with this name. You may cast a copy of it from exile without paying its mana cost at the beginning of each of your first main phases. Wow. I didn't know the Paradigm ability was so good. Okay. Focus on enchantment. Okay. Which ones? Oh, Rhythm of the Wild. Yes. Rhythm of the Wild is gives all your creatures riot. Non-token creatures you control have riot. They enter the battlefield with your choice of a 1/1 counter or haste. Creature spells you control can't be countered. So always a good card. Okay. Uncivil unrest. No, hold on. Cinder vines. Cinder vines. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, it deals 1 damage to that player. Have 1, sacrifice it, destroy target artifact or enchantment, and it deals 2 damage to that permanent's controller. That's good. Okay. Uh, Family's favor. Whenever you attack, put a shield counter on target attacking creature until end of turn. It gains whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player. Remove a shield counter from it. If you do, draw a card. That helps with the draw. Poetic ingenuity. Whenever 1 or more dinosaurs you control attack, create that many treasure tokens. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 3/1 red dinosaur creature token. This ability triggers only once each turn. Aw. And they've got Huatli and Sahili. They're in a relationship in the story. That's sweet. Collective Inferno. Invoke. You can tap as many creatures to pay for the 3 colorless spells to make it cost 2 red. As this enchantment enters, choose a creature type. Double all damage that sources you control of the chosen type would deal. So you choose dinosaur, double the damage that all dinosaurs do. Gratuitous violence. If a creature you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals double that damage instead. Uncivil unrest. Non-token creatures you control have riot. If a creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals double that damage instead. All right. And since we're doing 1/1 counters, we definitely need to work with the Ozolith. I did not know the Ozolith went up to $80. Wow. That is an expensive card. Arcane Signet. Always a good one. Let's see. Talisman of Creativity. Talisman of Curiosity. And the Talisman of Impulse. Agent's Toolkit. All right, so Soul Ring, you tap for 2 colorless mana. The Ozolith, whenever a creature you control leaves the battlefield, if it had counters on it, put those counters on the Ozolith. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if the Ozolith had counters on it, you may move all counters from the Ozolith onto target creature. Arcane Signet, tap, add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. Tap, add a colorless mana, or tap, add a red or blue. This artifact deals 1 damage to you. Tap, add a colorless, then green or blue. Same with the Talisman of Creativity, and this one as well, but with green and red. Agent's Toolkit enters the battlefield with a 1/1 counter, a flying counter, a death touch counter, and a shield counter on it. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may move a counter from Agent's Toolkit onto that creature, sacrifice Agent's Toolkit, and draw a card. Now, let's see. Now that we'll take a few minutes to read some of these cards. Pongify, you've seen me use this quite a bit in here. Destroy target creature, it can't be regenerated. Its controller creates a 3/3 green ape creature token. Rapid hybridization, destroy target creature, it can't be regenerated. This creature's controller creates a 3/3 green frog lizard creature token. Worldly Tutor, search your library for a creature card, reveal it, then shuffle your library and put that card on top. Usually, when I see this card, I always play this at the end of someone else's turn, so I can actually just do this and draw that while everyone else is playing their turns. Excuse me, draw that or search for it while everyone's playing their turns, and then draw on my turn. Ooh, my got a tickle in my throat. Counter target spell. Cyber conversion, turn target creature face down. It's a 2/2 Cyberman artifact creature token. Cyclonic Rift, return target non-land permanent to its you don't control to its owner's hand, or you can overload it and replace the words with the word target with all non-land permanents you don't control. Heroic Intervention, permanents you control gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Mana drain, counter target spell. At the beginning of your main phase, you add an amount of mana equal to that spell's mana value. Resculpt, exile target artifact or blue creature, or artifact or creature. Its controller creates a 4/4 blue and red elemental creature token. Beast Within, destroy target permanent. Its controller creates a 3/3 green beast creature token. Disallow, counter target spell activated ability or triggered ability. Void Slime does the same exact thing. All right. Sorceries. Search your library for a creature and reveal that card to all players. Then shuffle your deck and put it on top. Not as fast as Worldly Tutor, but it's still usable. Destroy target artifact you don't control. You can overload it and say destroy all artifacts you don't control. Farseek, search your library for a plains, island, swamp, or mountain. Put it onto the battlefield tapped. Nature's Lore, search your library for a forest card. Rampant Growth, search your library for a basic land and put that card on the battlefield tapped. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand, or put your commander into your hand from the command zone, and you can pay the 2 extra for the entwine cost, and you can do both. Shared Boots, search your library for a basic land, put it onto the battlefield tapped. Cultivate, search your library for up to 2 basic lands, reveal those cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped, and the other into your hand, then shuffle. You may sacrifice a non-token green creature rather than pay this spell's mana cost. Search your library for up to 2 basic lands, reveal those cards, and put those onto the battlefield tapped, and the other into your hand and shuffle. Kodama's Reach. Search your library for 2 basic lands, put 1 into your hand and the rest onto the battlefield tapped. Retrieve, return up to 1 target creature card and up to 1 target non-creature permanent card from your graveyard. That would include things like lands, artifacts, enchantments, things like that. And exile, retrieve. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature with power 4 or greater. Search your library for a dragon or a dinosaur creature card. Put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. It gains indestructible until end of turn. Germination Practicum. Put 2 1/1 counters on each creature you control. It has Paradigm. Then exile this spell after your first resolve. A spell with this name. You may cast a copy of it from exile without paying its mana cost at the beginning of each of your first main phases. All right, and then I've already read the enchantments to you, so we can go ahead and start working on. Let's see. So I've got artifacts, enchantments, lands, instants, sorceries. Okay, we'll work on creatures now. All right. So the best creatures for this would be Allosaurus Shepherd, since it's a 1-drop. Uh, this creature can't, or this spell can't be countered. Green spells you control can't be countered. Tap 4 and 2 green until end of turn. Each elf you control has base power and toughness 5/5 and becomes a dinosaur in addition to its other creature types. Let's see. Marauding Raptor. Creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Marauding Raptor deals 2 damage to it. If a dinosaur is dealt damage this way, Marauding Raptor gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Tepic, Huntmaster. Dinosaur spells you cast 1, or you cast cost 1 less to cast. Tap it. Target dinosaur gains haste until end of turn. Right, Cindermaw. Trample. Players can't gain life. Nice. Okay. Hunting Velociraptor. Dinosaur spells you cast have Prowl. Tap 2 and a red. You may cast a spell for this for its Prowl cost if you deal combat damage to a player this turn with a creature with any of its creature types. So instead of, well, let's see, what dinosaur spells you cast have Prowl. Okay. Woo, dinosaur. Rampaging Ferocidon. Okay. Players can't gain life. Whenever another creature enters, it deals 1 damage to that creature's controller. Regal Imperiosaur. Other dinosaurs you control get +1/+1. 5/4 for 3 mana. That's pretty good. All right, let's see. Hailstorm Summoner. Whenever it attacks, create a 3/1 red dinosaur creature token if you control a creature with power 4 or greater. Scythe Claw Raptor. Whenever a creature or a player casts a spell, if it's not their turn, it deals 4 damage to them. Wayward Swordtooth. This one I definitely know. This one adds I can play an additional land if I ascended. If you control 10 or more permanents, you get the city's blessing for the rest of the game. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. Cannot attack or block unless you have the city's blessing. Curious Altazor. Vengeance or Vigilance and Reach. Vengeance. If we ever had a Batman set, I would I can see them doing a Vengeance theme. Whenever a dinosaur you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Forerunner of the Empire. When it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a dinosaur card, reveal it, then shuffle your library and put that card on top of it. Whenever a dinosaur enters the battlefield under your control, you may have it deal 1 damage to each creature. Hulking Predator. Oh, Hulking Raptor. Ah, come on. Not only can I speak today, or can I not speak today, I cannot type today. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, add 2 green mana. And I have Ward 2. Some of these dinosaurs are pretty powerful for what their mana cost is. Knight of the Stampede. Dinosaur spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. Sawhorn Nemesis. As it enters, choose a player. If a source would deal damage to the chosen player or permanent they control, it deals double that damage instead. So you can definitely target some people with that. Charging Tuscadon. If it would deal damage or combat damage to a player, it deals double that damage to that player instead. Lonnie's Hatcher. Other dinosaurs you control have haste. When Polani's Hatcher enters the battlefield, create 2 0/1 green dinosaur egg creature tokens. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control 1 or more eggs, sacrifice an egg, create a 3/3 green dinosaur creature token. Quartzwood Crasher. Trample. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control with trample deal combat damage to a player, create an XX green dinosaur beast creature token with trample, where X is the amount of damage those creatures dealt to that player. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control with trample deal combat damage to a player, create an... Okay, I get it now. Regisaur Alpha. Other dinosaurs you control have haste. Whenever it enters the battlefield, create a 3/3 green dinosaur creature token with trample. Scion of Calamity. Myriad. Whenever this creature attacks for each opponent other than defending player, you may create a token that's a copy of this creature that's tapped and attacking that player or a planeswalker they control. Exile the tokens at the end of combat. Whenever Scion of Calamity deals combat damage to a player, destroy target artifact or enchantment that player controls. Wrathful Raptors. Whenever a dinosaur you control is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any other or any target that isn't a dinosaur. Can't go wrong with Itali. Trample when a Tali Conqueror, a Primal Conqueror, enters the battlefield. Each player exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card. You may cast any number of spells from among the non-land cards exiled this way without paying their mana costs. Tap 9 and a green or pay 2 life. Transform it. Activate only as a sorcery. And when it does, it becomes a trample indestructible creature. Whenever Itali Primal Sickness deals combat damage to a player, they get that many poison counters on them. A player with 10 or more poison counters loses the game. Itali. Whenever Itali attacks, exile the top card of each player's library. Then you may cast any number of spells from among those cards without paying their mana cost. Cresting Mosasaurus. Emerge. Tap 6 and a blue. You may cast the spell by sacrificing a creature and paying the emerge cost reduced by that creature's mana value. When Cresting Mosasaurus enters the battlefield, if you cast it, return each non-dinosaur creature to its owner's hands. And Polyraptor. Emerge. Whenever Polyraptor is dealt damage, create a token that's a copy of Polyraptor. The great thing about Polyraptor is it goes infinite with Forerunner of the Empire. This deck seems silly. It is. It's dinosaurs. Sorry, I had to scratch. The great thing about Polyraptor is when I used that with Forerunner of the Empire. When a dinosaur enters the battlefield under your control, you may have it deal 1 damage to each creature. So, whenever a dinosaur enters, you're going to be dealing 1 damage to Polyraptor, infinitely making infinite copies of Polyraptor. Um, Now, what I can do, okay, is also when you're doing that, you've got to be careful because it's going to kill your Polyraptors and all your other creatures. Before you do that, play Heroic Intervention. So all your wait, hold on. All your permanents you control gain hexproof and indestructible. So um, none of your creatures die after getting infinite damage dealt to them. Um, let's see how many cards are left in the deck. 99. I know I'm forgetting something else. What did I forget? Uh, Let's see. Ah, okay, I see now. I'm missing. Okay. Ravenous Tyrannosaurus. All right, Ravenous Tyrannosaurus. Devour 3. As it enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice any number of creatures. This creature enters with um, three times that many 1/1 counters on it for each creature of those creatures. Whenever Ravenous Tyrannosaurus attacks, it deals damage equal to its power to up to one other target creature. Excess damage is dealt to that creature's controller instead. All right, so that's 100 cards. We can go ahead and play test this. Move this over. Shrink this down a little bit so we can see. Also, for those of you who don't know, if you are interested in checking or in renaming my certain emotes that I have, you are more than welcome to do so in my Discord server. I've got where is it? Shadow suggestions. I've got all of my emotes there. You are more than welcome to rename as many as you can in there, uh, and we'll work on which one is a better name. If you guys have more names for just one, we'll put out a poll for each one of those to rename it, and choose which one. Just remember that if you are a VIP, you get double the votes. So anyone who is subscribed to my channel, you guys are the VIPs of that Discord server. All right, so let's go ahead and play test. All right, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. I don't know if I should keep this hand, but we'll keep it anyway. All right, so what we'll go ahead and do is play Flooded Grove, then go to next turn. All right, Tropical Island or Volcanic Island, and then tap 2 to play Talisman of Impulse. All right, so we'll go to next turn. All right, Rejuvenating Springs. We'll assume that we have more than one opponent. We'll tap a green and a red to play Cinder Vines. Then we'll go to the next turn. All right, Dreamroot Cascade. We've got 5 lands. Let's see. We'll go ahead and tap that for a red, which will take 1 damage for. A red, and then 3 colorless, and play Charging Tuscadon. If it would deal combat damage to a player, it deals double that damage instead. Next turn, play a green mana. 1, 2, 3. Whenever a player casts a spell, if it's not their turn, it deals 4 damage to them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I could have played Italy. Oh well. Next turn. All right, now we'll play Italy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take that damage. And we can go ahead and keep attacking now. So we'll go ahead and attack for 4. Next turn, we've got the Ozolith. So we'll just tap a colorless mana, play the Ozolith. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll play here whenever a dinosaur you control is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any target that isn't a dinosaur. Okay. So all right, had to get some water. And we'll go ahead and attack. We get to play that with not or without paying its mana cost. And that doesn't attack, so because that just came in. Next turn, play a land. Attack. We get to play this. We don't get to use its ability though. Let's see, view card. Its emerge ability. When this creature enters, if you cast it, which we didn't, we did cast it. Return each non-dinosaur creature to its owner's hand. Yeah, we did cast it. We just didn't cast it for any mana using any mana. So yeah, return all non-dinosaur creatures to their owner's hand. Next turn, go ahead and use that. And swing. Yes, we'll use Farseek and search for a mountain. Uh, where is my taiga? There. Place that there, tapped. I'll use Disallow to counter one of their spells. Next turn, play Arcane Signet. Go ahead and attack. Next turn. Hey, Geeky, how are you? I hope you're doing well. And swing out again. Next turn, mountain. All right, so that we'll go ahead and go with another new game. Start immediately. No, I'm not gonna keep this hand. Mulligan. Not gonna keep this hand either. Mulligan. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we have 3 lands in hand. That's good. Keep this. I don't keep a hand that doesn't have more than or have at least 2 lands in hand. So we'll go ahead and play mountain. Next turn, play an island. Right, next turn. We'll play this. Now we've got 3 lands, so we can play Um, we can play this. Whenever one or more dinosaurs you control attack, create that many treasure tokens. When you cast an artifact spell, create a 3/1 red dinosaur creature token. This ability triggers only once each turn. So yeah, we can go ahead and do that. Play this. Next turn, play that. Got 4 mana, so we can either... Well, we can only do one, so let's see, play that. We don't have but 1 green. Um, Actually, we'll do this. So, next turn. Ooh, Rhythm of the Wild. All my creatures gain Riot. Wait, how much does this cost? Did I, Nope, okay, good. I made a correct choice. We Riot. Creature spells you control can't be countered. Non-token creatures you control have Riot. They enter with a choice of a 1/1 counter or haste. Next turn. All right. Dinosaur spell you spells you cast cost 1 less. All right. So that 1/2. We'll go ahead and attack with this. When we attack with this, I don't have anything that costs 4. Also, this comes... No. Yeah, this comes into play with an additional 1/1 counter. Next turn. This cost how much? 4 mana. So I've got 4 mana. Good. So we'll got 4. Play that. That comes into play with a 1/1 counter on it. Also, since I attacked last turn, I get a treasure token. Because of this. You cast an artifact. Okay. So now let's see. We'll go ahead and attack. And now that I have a creature that's 4 or greater, I get a dinosaur. I'm not going to attack with that, but I will get a dinosaur. 3/1, I think. 3/1 dinosaur, yes. All right. Token. 3/1 dinosaur. When it enters, I get a 1/1 counter on it. And next turn, Gaia's Cradle. All right, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 dinosaurs. That means that whenever I tap Gaia's Cradle, I get 4 card or 4 mana. Which means that I can play this for 3. If I have an extra mana, I'll give this one... I'm going to give it a 1/1 counter. I'm not going to need it for haste. Okay, so I've got 1 mana left open. I get a treasure from last time because I attacked. Then this cost 4 mana. The creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it would deal damage to a permanent to a or player. It deals double that damage. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Play that. That comes into that is an enchantment. So now got 3 mana left open. Okay. We'll go ahead and attack. Create a dinosaur. With a 1/1 counter. Attack, 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 and that doesn't. We create another copy of this. This has myriad, so we're going to make 2 more copies of it. They're both attacking. I wonder if myriad works with Rhythm of the Wild. Let me see. No. Let me see. No, creatures. Yeah, that's what I thought. I knew that, but I did not want to say for certain because I didn't know if I was going to be wrong or not. So yeah, they don't get the counters on them from Rhythm of the Wild because they enter tapped and attacking. So, all right, that's fine. Um, next turn. Sylvan Library. We'll go ahead and tap a green and play that. Search our library for a dinosaur and put it on the top of our library. So, what dinosaur do we want to search for? Hmm. Uh. All right, go on mobile, be safe. All right, you too. Stay safe out there. Have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, and night. You go Polyraptor. Whenever dinosaur you control deals deals damage, deals that much damage to any target that's not a dinosaur. Hmm. All right, so I think we'll go with Italy. Put that in the hand. Shuffle the library and put Italy on top. Next turn, we've got these go in the exile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4 and 2 red. Italy. And this will come in with with haste. And we're just going to attack. Create another copy of this with a 1/1 counter. All right, so this so far is actually pretty good. All right, home page. So what we can do now, since we we completed that one pretty quickly. Let's see. We already built a dinosaur deck. I'm in a Timmer mood today, so we can work on another blue, green, red commander. Hmm. Um. Let's see here. Beginning of combat on your turn, put at your choice of a 1/1 counter, first strike, vigilance, or menace counter on me. Counters remain on me as it moves to any zone. You may cast me from your graveyard by discarding 2 cards. What else is there? Whenever one or more artifact creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, you get 2 energy. There really isn't much of a good Timmer commander, in my opinion, that I think is pretty good. I don't want to do another partner commander. And most of the Timber commanders are doctors. Whenever you cast a creature spell, put a 1/1 counter on it. If that spell's power is 4 or greater, draw a card. If that spell's power is 6 or greater, deals damage equal to Eshki's power to each opponent. Whenever you cast your first instant or instant spell each turn, Calamax. If Calamax is tapped, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. When you copy an instant spell, put a 1/1 counter on Calamax. When an opponent draws a card, except the first one they draw in each of their draw steps, create a 1/1 green snake creature token. When it deals combat damage to a player, you and that player each draw that many cards. Forced draw. Whenever you cast a creature spell, put a 1/1 counter on it. Creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each 1/1 counter on it. Whenever Storm deals combat damage to a player, the next instant or sorcery spell you cast this turn has Storm. When you cast it, copy it for each spell cast before it. Uh, um. Hmm. By the time I actually get to a commander and build this thing, probably going to be a little bit too late. Maybe you cast a modal spell up to X, where X is the number of times you chose a mode for that spell. Exile the top card of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play it. Put a 1/1 counter on Riku of many paths. It gains trample until end of turn. Create a 1/1 blue bird creature token with flying. Maelstrom Wanderer. It has their creatures you control have haste and Cascade. Hmm. I don't know. We can be awful people and build a monocolored deck. And even more awful, build it blue. Hmm. Um, an even more awful person. The new one enters or dies. Create a 1/1 blue jellyfish creature token with flying. Creatures you control with flying get +1/+1. Okay. Uh, uh, I've been wanting to do this for quite a while. Let's go ahead and play Urza. Build an Urza deck. Artifacts. Lord High Artificer. Create. Soul Ring. Arcane Signet. Icecrown Scepter. Um. Oh, what was the name of it? Oh no, I forgot the name of it. My favorite combo. Hold on. Why am I forgetting the name of the card? Dramatic Reversal. Knew I. Dramatic Reversal. An absolute bastard. Um. Let's see. Uh. Um. Work on artifacts. So with us doing more artifacts. Oh, of course, let's do the counter spells. Counter spell. Mana drain. Mana. What was the name of it? Um. And a sculpt. Yes. Disallow. Deprive. Familiar's Ruse. Archaeomancer. Mystic Sanctuary. Island. Okay. Target player creates a token that's a copy of target creature you control. Casting. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one in your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Creature enters paired. Target player draws 3. Unwinding Clock. Fabricate. The Synod. War of Invention. And says Defining Top. Ethereum Sculptor. Sapphire Medallion. Mystic Remora. Ristic Study. Foundry. Inspector. Sky Master Thopterus. Pongify. Rapid Hybridization. Cyclonic Rift. Mystical Tutor. Guardianship. Uh, Fairies. Puzzle box. Okay. Orexian Metamorph. The Reality Chip. Spellskite. beam. Hmm. And architect. Billy Pella. Let's see what else. What else? What else? Uh, heal this. Hmm. I know there's more I can do. Let's go ahead and go to enchantments. Dr. Spy Network. Um, efficient construction. Mechanized production. Pyramid. Okay. Great creator. Lattice. Hmm. Transmuter. Go ahead and add that. Oh, that's why. Okay, 80 cards. Uh, back to basics. Save. Um, it automatically saves. I appreciate that. I don't know how to. Thank you, Ashley, for following. I appreciate that. How are you today? Give you a shout out. You must be having a lot more fun. Uh, I'm doing good. I'm actually just enjoying building a commander deck right now. We just got done building a dinosaur commander deck, so that was fun. Uh, hmm, Beginning of your end step, untap all non-land permanents you control. Unstoppable plan. That's a good one. Unstoppable plan. Let's see what else. What else can we do? Also, we reached our goal of 180 followers. So that is really awesome. Again, thank you, Ashley, for following. Now we are trying to get to 200 followers. So we can make it to that. All right. Ugin. Um, let's see what else. Artifacts. Skull clamp. Staff of domination. Nation. Um, Trying to find some good win cons in the deck. Encroaching Mycosynth. You need to add more creatures, though. Or at least more ways to make creatures. Um. Hmm. Let's see here. It's actually sick. A dinosaur commander deck sounds like chaos in the best way. Yeah, it was fun. It's blue, green, red. Using a partner commander with blue, and Owen Grady. Um, Unreasonably fun. Yeah. Uh, Speaking of which, next Monday we'll be playing Magic with some people. What's the main win con? Just big dino stompy everything? Yes, and also infinite polyraptors. You deal one damage to it infinitely, and every time with Rhythm of the Wild out, you give them all haste and swing out by dealing one damage to them infinitely. You just got to make sure that you play heroic intervention before you do that. That way, all your dinosaurs have indestructible. Let's see. And right now we're building an Urza Lord High Artificer deck. Um, I need to put more creatures in here. Power and toughness are each equal to the greatest mana value among artifacts you control. At the beginning of your upkeep, add colorless mana for each artifact you control. This mana can't be spent to cast non artifact spells. Until end of turn, you don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. Infinite poly. Yes. Um, there's a card that states whenever a dinosaur enters the battlefield, it deals one damage to each creature. Um, so it's each instance of a creature entering the a dinosaur entering the battlefield. Um, yeah, that sounds like the game just politely ended for everyone else. Yeah. Let's see. Master of Ethereum could work in here. Yeah. You know, for protection, I can put Jin Gataxis in here. Progress Tyrant, along with um, Kira, Great Glass Spinner. 88 cards in the deck so far. Turn target artifact you control to its owner's hand. Copy target in artifact spell you control. Master Transmuter lets me put a artifact from my hand onto the battlefield by returning an artifact card. Trophy Mage, Tribute Mage, those help me search for artifacts. Tribute Mage. Um, Walking Ballista. Is there a mono blue infinite combo with Walking Ballista? I don't remember. I know there's a. Sounds like a villain who sides or who gives side quests and also forgets why he's even or evil halfway through. Yeah. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. Every time I wear my glasses, my model goes crazy, so I have a hard time reading sometimes. Stretch. All right. Let's see. Um, don't think there's a mono blue combo with Walking Ballista. Um, However, is a by the way, random question. Why do you or why you don't have any sub badges yet? Sub badges. Um I haven't made them yet. I've been kind of busy with other things. Um, and honestly, I don't really know how to put sub badges on. Um, I'm actually still relatively new to this. I've been streaming for about a year now. But you have given me an idea of what I need to do next. So let's see. That is something I do need to do. Sub badges. But I appreciate you remind or telling me about those because I completely forgot about sub badges. I just got new emotes. I'm working on getting them renamed. I'm letting everyone in my Discord rename all my emotes. So if you're interested, you can go ahead and check my Discord out and go to Shadow Suggestions. Um, and there are all my emotes are in there. You can help them rename them. Lila. Your emotes look pretty cool. Yeah. Those are older emotes actually. Um, I have to admit those emotes were made by AI. Um, so I'm trying to slowly phase them out with the emotes that I just got from another artist that made them for me. So because I had low funds, I used AI to make a lot of my stuff. And then whenever I started getting more money from donations and stuff like that, I started buying more stuff from artists and phasing out a lot of my AI stuff because AI is still I I use it for poor people purposes until I have the means to get new stuff. Um, but definitely want to replace a lot of my AI stuff with new art. I have cool ideas about sub badges. If you like, I can share with you on Instagram. If you want, you can share suggestions in my Discord. I've got a lot of my suggestion, in shadow suggestions. You can post all that stuff in there. Um, I will warn you though, with my Discord, there are rules about advertising your stuff because a lot of people we get a lot of bots and stuff like that we don't want in there. So if you're uh, advertising yourself or promoting yourself, you will get banned. But I understand, no worries at all. Yeah. But I do appreciate suggestions. So any kind of suggestions are always welcome. Um, and hell, if you want, you can even message me through Discord directly and let me know, and I'll take those into consideration. Lila, because I'm always open to suggestions. Um, when people have suggestions, it helps me grow. Okay, let's see. I have 93 cards in the deck. So, what else can we put in here? I know what we can do. Propaganda. Uh, Mirrodin besieged. Do I have unstoppable plan in there? No, okay. Unstoppable plan. Oh, well, it is already in there. Okay. Um, uh, Cricket Mage. Redeemed Lurk. All right. Enjoy the lurk. I appreciate you coming in. And thank you again for the follow. Let's see. Rec. Displacer Kitten. Hmm. I know there's more stuff that I can do in this deck. More fun. But what I do need to do is Lightning Grease. Um, with foot boots. And I have 99. Then Mithril Coat. I did not put a lot of sorceries in this deck, did I? No, I did not. Let's see what kind of sorceries we have. I mean, there aren't really that many that I can put in this deck that I really want to put. It's not a big deal. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Go ahead and test it out. Play tester. One lands. Yeah, we'll keep one. Next turn, we'll play Mystic Remora and another one. Mystic Remora states cumulative upkeep of one. Beginning of your upkeep, put an age counter on it. Then sack it unless you pay its upkeep cost for each age counter on it. When an opponent casts a non creature spell, you may draw a card unless that player pays 4. Alright, so. Next, that gets an age counter on it. Guessing it's a time count. So really nothing I can do for now, so we'll just play that. Play a land. Next turn, that gets an age counter. Graveyard. Tap 1/3. We'll play Trophy Mage. When Trophy Mage enters the battlefield, search your library for an artifact with mana value 3. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. So we'll go ahead and search for something that costs 3, an artifact. We've got Foundry Inspector. Staff of Domination. Foundry Inspector will do that way. That can reduce my artifacts. Shuffle my library. Next turn, play a land. Have 1, 2, 3. Play Foundry Inspector. So that'll make my artifacts cost 1 less to play. Next turn, that cost 1. My other artifacts cost 1 less to play, so now they cost 2 less to play. That means that this cost 1. Turn. The Force of Will. I don't want to put mechanized production on. Play a land, so that's 5 mana. Still don't have anything that I can play. Ugin costs 6. Oh wait, I could play my commander. Forgot about that. Urza. When Urza enters, create a 0/0 colorless construct artifact creature token with this creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. Tap an artifact for and add blue. Search your library, then exile the card. Until end of turn, you may play that card without paying its mana. So I can cost 4. 2, 3, 4. Next turn. That comes into play tapped. So I've got 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tap an okay, yeah, tap an untap artifact. He's not an artifact. 8. 6 right here. Go ahead and tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Colorless spells cost 2 less. 2 less to cast. So now all my colorless spells cost 4 less to cast. Exile the top card of my library. Okay, destroy target permanent that's 1 or more colors. Go ahead and subtract 3 from that. 3. So what does he cost? Colorless spells cost 2, and artifact spells cost 4 less. 2, he costs 3. So he would cost 1. We'll go ahead and tap that and play him. Go ahead and see what he does. Whenever an artifact you control enters, put a loyalty counter on Tezzeret. Untap target artifact or creature. If it's an artifact creature, put a 1/1 counter on it. Search your library for an artifact card with mana value 1 or less. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. You get an emblem with, at the beginning of combat on your turn, put 3 1/1 counters on target artifact you control. If it's not a creature, it becomes a 0/0 artifact. And I forgot to create a token. Construct. This is a 1/3/3. Um, going to untap that. Land. Seven. Go ahead and play Jin-Gitaxias. Jin-Gitaxias. Um, -3. Search my library for the artifact card that costs 1. Go ahead and search for probably the only thing that costs 1. Hey Poe, how are you? How's everything going? How's your day? Thanks for joining and thanks for all the likes. Just building a mono blue artifact deck right now using uh, Urza at the moment. I'm okay. How about you? I'm doing good. Just a little tired. I still got about 1 or 2. I've got 2 more days before my weekend for work, so um, it's going to take a little bit uh, for me. Does that come into play, or does that feel it? Put it into your hand. Okay, I will put it into my hand, and then actually, it's free, so um, play it. Turn. What are you working? Oh, a casino. I work at a casino hotel. Um, so I work nights. Get home about 8 a.m. my time. Back to basics. We'll go ahead and tap 3. Um, Tap 1 and look at the top 3 cards in my library. Put that there. Draw a card, put that up, put that out. Artifact came in, so he gets a loyalty counter on him. Actually, another loyalty counter because of Sensei's Divining Top. That's fun. Me and my friends are always talking about when we turn 21, we're going to casino. I would recommend you save your money. Casinos are, for lack of a better word, not good for people. Now, if you want to waste your money and put it in um, kind of to do that, I would just bring a certain amount of money with you and um, and do that. But I would not get into the casino lifestyle because that can ruin people's lives. Let's see. Look at the top three. Speak of the top three. Really nothing there. So, but he does get a counter on him. Um, that is a one, two, three, four, five, six, six. Next turn, play a land. Top one. Look at the top three. Laser kitten. Yeah, but I feel like I'm really good at the card games. I always win those card games with people and win. Yes, but there are ways of dealers getting what they want. They can make the game go in their favor if they so choose. Um, Not saying that they would do that. I'm just saying that they are that dealers can manipulate the game a little bit for if um the bosses tell them to kind of slack off a little bit. At least that's what I've heard from other other people. I work in the hotel part of it, so I don't really see all of what's going on in the casino part. All right. Well, let's see. So, window. Unfortunately, it is time for me to get some sleep because I go to work tonight. But I do appreciate everyone coming in, and I appreciate all the likes, all um, all the things you guys have done for me. Um, let's see. Uh, and Ashley, thanks again for the follow. Poe, I appreciate you coming in. All of the lurkers out there, I appreciate you lurking. I hope you all enjoyed this as much as I have. I love building decks. On Mondays, I always build a commander deck. Next Monday, however, I will be playing Magic with everyone, with some people. So if you're interested in playing Magic with me on Monday, and you have tabletop simulator, send me a message on Discord and I'll put you in with us um, on there. My Discord is in my link tree, so definitely check out my link tree. I've also got a bunch of other things in there, like all my other platforms, um, my my merch store, a place for you to donate, and things like that. So if you're interested in checking out all of that, definitely do so. Um, While I'm at it, I'm going to post my link tree again for everyone in the other platforms or in the other chats. So if you're wanting to check out my link tree, that is right there. Um, let's see. All right. So I will be off tomorrow and Wednesday. So the next time we see each other will be at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time on. Uh, Actually, no, I'm off tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow and Wednesday. So we will see each other again at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time on Thursday, where we play Star Ocean, the Last Hope. Um, Then Friday we'll be playing that again. Saturday and Sunday we'll be playing Dragon Quest at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we'll be on Monday we'll be back over here playing Magic with some people. Um, I'm going to be posting my schedule for everyone for this week in all of my platforms. If anything changes, I will let everyone know. Um, and all of that. So, everyone, I hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, and night. Um, for those of you on the other apps other than TikTok, you are more than welcome to stay before we raid. I've got a raider in mind, or a person we can raid in mind. Um, all right, so finish off here. Now, for the Twitch users, we are going to raid out to Cinnabon. Cinna is playing Marvel Rivals right now, so give her some love. Is she still in here? Yes, she is. All right. I hope you all have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, and night. I will see you all later on Thursday. Um, be safe out there. Stay hydrated. Um, and just all around be a good person. Let's see. There we go. See you guys later.